CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. Get out or get stuck. Millions of holiday travelers are on alert tonight as a massive winter storm starts rolling in.
We've just been keeping an eye on our weather app and touching base back home, and everything has been so far on time with flights and everything.
But that may not be the case soon. Here's CBS's Peter Greenberg.
Even though the airlines are now offering waivers in some of these areas to be able to rebook your flights at no penalty, they're letting you rebook your flights at a later date. And what that often means is after Christmas. So you may be spending Christmas at home if you haven't been able to get out by now.
Airlines have already grounded hundreds of flights, but the next few days could be even worse as forecasters predict heavy snow, ice, and powerful winds across much of the country. Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky is in Washington now meeting with President Biden before heading to Capitol Hill tonight to address Congress.
As he stood in the East Room in green fatigues, the Ukrainian president said with the help of the U.S., he's sure his country will win the war. And Volodymyr Zelensky said he's certain, even as the House changes hands.
I believe that there will be bipartisan and bicameral support.
A Ukrainian reporter asked President Biden why the U.S. hasn't sent more advanced weapon systems. Zelensky responded in English. I agree. President Biden said he worried about upending the NATO alliance, but he vowed the U.S. would stand with Ukraine as long as it takes. Stephen Portnoy, CBS News, Washington.
The House panel investigating the insurrection hit the pause button on releasing its final report on the Capitol attack today, but will likely get it tomorrow. This, as CBS's Deborah Alfarone tells us, the panel's getting more pushback.
Republicans continue to dismiss the bipartisan committee as nothing more than a partisan attack.
It was set up as political theater. It's still political theater. Investigations are to be done by law enforcement, not by some political group out of the House.
The committee already began handing over records and transcripts to the Department of Justice earlier this month.
A popular cookie maker may have violated federal law.
A Utah-based company called Crumble Cookies has been fined nearly $60,000. A federal investigation found it violated child labor laws at 11 locations in 6 states. Violations included having minors as young as 14, working longer or later than allowed by law, and operating potentially dangerous machinery. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
The founder of FTX should be getting on a plane soon to be extradited from the Bahamas. Sam Bankman-Fried will face criminal charges here at home after losing investors millions of dollars. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dashcam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.